Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, and I wish to thank Honorable Chand for the question. Let me begin by saying that there has been a lot of public interest in this matter, and there have been questions raised outside Parliament. Despite us giving several progress reports, people have still been questioning, and I'm happy that it has come up here so that I can clarify this once and for all, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Ministry, through the National OHS Service, completed the conduct of the full investigations into the Ferris wheel accident that occurred on the 30th of June 2023 at the Vodafone Arena during the showcase event. Mr. Speaker, sir, the full accident investigation report was compiled and was submitted to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions on the 18th of December 2023. The Ministry had identified and filed the alleged breaches that contributed to the accident in line with the Health and Safety at Work Act 1996 and its associated regulations. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Ministry of Public Works, Meteorological Services and Transport also conducted their investigation on the mechanical components or engineering examination of the ride. The Fiji Police Force has been carrying out its own investigation as well. Mr. Speaker, sir, since the occurrence of the accident, the Ministry has given media updates on both the preliminary and full investigations on 1723, 8723, 9823, 18823, and 15624. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have been advised by the Office of the DPP that we cannot release the full report to the media or the public because it is a trialable case. And that is why we have just submitted it to the DPP. We have been following up with the Office of the DPP on the progress, and we have also followed up with the Fiji Police. The DPP, as of this morning, has advised that they're still waiting for the police to complete their investigation and hand over their recommendations to the Office of the DPP. The police, I know, are still investigating because our staff have been interviewed just in the last few days, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Ministry has a stringent process of carrying out all inspections for all plants, equipment, and machinery, including all amusement rides and structures. Prior to any amusement ride installation, the National OHS Service inspectors go through the standard operating procedures on the design and layout of the rides at the proposed sites with the organizers, amusement rides, and facility owners. Mr. Speaker, sir, this is to ensure that proper and adequate facilities such as ground leveling, water, electricity supplies, traffic, and public movement are in place. This also includes the review and evaluation of rides to be used, especially its structures and operation mechanisms. All ride owners must ensure the validity of the non-destructive testing or the NDT certifications conducted by the Ministry prior to any installations to ensure the integrity of all the load-bearing metals and structures. Mr. Speaker, sir, the National OHS Service conducts initial ground inspections using standardized checklist for the ride individual components such as the transmissions, drives, seats, bolts and nuts, locks, pins, springs, lock washers, wires, fasteners, rollers, etc., to name a few, sir. The rides, after its assembly, are then inspected again to confirm the functionality of all the components, whereby checks are conducted on the operations of seats, safety bars, belts, pins, and lock speed, transmission assembly, control devices, brakes and clutches, electrical wiring and lighting, isolation barriers, entry and exit points, and emergency procedures. Mr. Speaker said the amusement rides are put through operational tests, including load tests. In addition to these above, relevant awareness and trainings are also conducted for the amusement ride owners, workers and operators. I wish to assure here that all the rides are thoroughly inspected and tested prior to any operations. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Ministry has taken preventive measures to ensure that amusement ride owners, as part of their duty of care, protect their patrons from reasonably foreseeable risks created by their amusement rides when in operation. All rides continue to be inspected to ensure that the rides are operating with all reasonable safety measures. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Ministry ensures that all rides have been constructed properly and are in good condition. Amusement ride owners, sir, are also obliged under the law to provide and maintain plants and systems of work that are safe and without risk to anyone's health. Mr. Speaker, sir, in preventing similar accidents and strengthening OHS compliance, the Ministry continues to ensure that the health and safety policies and procedures are in place to protect the workers and their patrons at all times, and set clear guidelines for patrons such as any restrictions while on the rides and rules against reckless behavior or any other unwarranted situation. Mr. Speaker, sir, in addition, my Ministry continuously provides the necessary health and safety awareness and training to all amusement ride owners and their operators, as alluded to earlier. Mr. Speaker, sir, unfortunately, non-workers, and in this case the victims of the accident, can only seek redress through civil action after the courts have convicted the persons responsible. And this is in accordance with the current law, Mr. Speaker, sir. They are not covered by ACCF because they are not workers. Mr. Speaker, sir, we've also tried with all the insurance companies to get insurance, to get them to get insurance against accidents. But unfortunately, none of the insurance companies are prepared to insure. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wish to assure this House and the general public that the Ministry takes all possible actions to prevent mishaps of this nature within the provisions of the OHS laws, sir. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.